The Prime Minister said on the 11th of April, and I quote, "I will defend every part of that budget. I worked on it very closely with the Chancellor of the Exchequer, line by line." Mr. Speaker, what went wrong?
The fuel duty increase was a Labour tax rise. They put up. It cannot be a U-turn to get rid of a Labour tax increase.
It was all part of a seamless political strategy. Unfortunately, they forgot to tell the Transport Secretary, who went out and defended the increase. They forgot to tell the Cabinet in the morning, though the Chancellor briefed them on the economic situation. And they forgot to tell their own backbenchers, Mr. Speaker, and sent them out to defend the old policy. Let's call it what it is, another case of panic at the pumps.
Does he support stopping the fuel increase? Yes? Yes! Well, why not? Why not get up and congratulate the government for being on the side of the motorists and the people who work hard and do the right thing?
He has made 6 U-turns, but not on two particular decisions in his budget. The tax cut for millionaires, paid for by the tax rise on pensioners. He says that he's been listening to the electorate. What feedback has he had on those 2 particular proposals?
I think it is wrong to have a top rate of tax that is higher than France, higher than Germany, higher than Italy. But I'd make this point to the honourable gentleman. For 13 years of a Labour government in which he served, the top rate of tax was 40p. The top rate of tax is now going to be 45p. Again, I think a thank you would be in order.
Miliband. He claims to be proud of the way the decision on the fuel tax was made. The Chancellor hid away yesterday, refusing to defend the decision. The Chancellor yesterday sent out the Economic Secretary to do all the interviews on this issue. And it's no wonder the member for Mid-Bedfordshire said this: "I didn't see Newsnight. However, if Osborne set Chloe on, he is a coward as well as arrogant."
The Chancellor was announcing this tax reduction from the dispatch box. I know, Mr. Speaker. I know, Mr. Speaker, the House of Commons doesn't always get reported, but he was actually here making the announcement, and I have to say, completely wrong-footing the Shadow Chancellor.
He talks about the tax affairs of Jimmy Carr, but he's giving a tax cut to millionaires of £40,000 a year across this country, including in his own cabinet. When it comes to tax, Mr. Speaker, it's obviously one rule for the comedians on the stage and another rule for the comedians in the cabinet. This is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has spent the last week blundering into the tax affairs of Jimmy Carr, his budget unravelling, his economic plan failing. From the country's point of view, it's a shambles. From his point of view, it's just another week at the office.